brain, and I might be off. Did that used to be part? Did Düsseldorf used to be part of the old East Germany?
No.
It's still part of West Germany.
Dresden. I think
Dresden. That's what I'm
Dresden.
thinking of. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, take care. Don't say this. So we
I'll get myself crucified.
Prost.
Come on.
Prost.
All right. I like Michael. He's right with the program on the Prost.
I was listening before.
I think he's on.
But you're saying that the United States is now number one?
One, of course.
Your number one export market.
Yeah.
That's
it
fantastic.
Wow, that's
and,
great.
the Cork and Stogie, of course, here where we are at 1218 Duval.
Sunny Key West.
That's why we live here.
Right.
I love it.
is one of the biggest promoters, and of course, we've done two before this, and this is our third presentation of Steigl. Because
we did a 2-part episode on pilsners, and we featured your pils as a good example of a European pilsner.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, of course. But everybody who walks in the bar in here at the Cork and Stogie is always loving Steigl, and it's the thing is one of the things is that if Mark is behind the bar, or if Danny and I are on the other side of the bar, because that's where we don't work here. Mark works here, but if somebody comes in and what they're looking for is something like a European lager.
Yeah.
First thing we do, you want Steigl.
Okay,
And the
that's
Steigl is what we send them.
But if I look on the volume side, because I'm volume driven,
of course,
it's our main brand, the Radler. Then we have Goldbräu and Pils, but it's not that. The volume is not that big, so for me it's perfect that we see that you sell so many kegs of and cans of Pils, because it has to driven. It has to be done. It has to be fixed because. As I told you, Radler is our number one product in the USA.
It's not amazing.
It's big.
It's not a really. It's a mix. So the real beers are the Goldbräu and the Pils.
The Radler's big here at the Cork and Stogie too.
Pardon?
Yeah, the Radler is also big here at the Cork and Stogie too.
Really big. Yeah.
Well,
Very popular.
the thing about the Radler is that, in my opinion, and you'll see in the winter months, in my opinion, the Radler is going to be very big in the hot summer months where people are looking to get refreshed. It might also be big down here. I'm not sure. I'm just pulling this out of my ear. But it might be very big for people who are coming down to Key West from the northern part of the United States where it's icy cold in the middle of January, February, March. I don't know. I'm guessing here. But they might, we're here, it's very warm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put a number out because you're on Celsius and we're on Fahrenheit, but
it's generally in the 80s. Generally,
it'll be the high 70s, early
30,
80s, but
35.
throughout the summer,
Yeah.
Okay. But it's very comfortable, and for someone who's coming to visit here from a very cold climate, they're coming from Austria, they're coming from Germany, they're coming from Scandinavia, they're coming from New York, they're coming from Michigan. They're coming down here where they got 3 layers of clothing on, and they come here, and all of a sudden they're wearing shorts and a T-shirt.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it's like, wow, the Radler works.
Yeah.
And the other
Very
thing
refreshing.
that I love about the Radler, what's the alcohol percentage on it?
It's 2.5.
Yeah,
2.5. And you know
probably
what? You
a
can
thing.
drink a dozen of them. You don't have to stop at like 2 or 3.
You can
just
drink a
plow
lot
them
of.
down, and it's fabulous, and it's very refreshing, and
Of course.
everyone has a good time, and you're not staggering home.
No.
Yeah.
First day in staggering. Staggering
you
means
don't
you're
want to go.
stumbling.
Yeah.
You're stumbling. You
Okay,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
walk.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Now I know.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
it.
We have a thing we call if people get too drunk and they lay on the sidewalk and they're snoring.
Okay.
They call it sidewalk snorkeling.
Sidewalk snorkeling.
Snorkeling.
Okay.
Snorkeling like
Yeah,
having
I know
a
snorkeling.
You know
Yeah,
snorkeling. Sidewalk snorkeling. That's what
That's
they
good.
call it.
That's good. Okay.
Mark.
Yeah.
Go, Mark, go.
All right.
We need your input.
Yeah. I was just.
We need your input.
So it's funny about the Rattler. So in 2004, I was on tour in Germany and Austria and Switzerland and Spain and blah blah blah. Europe. And I was hanging out a lot in Munich, and a very good friend of mine.
Don't die.
So I think we have to prost.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's
Good.
dry. Cheers.
I need more beer.
So what was
Does
going
it
on?
work?
I was hanging. Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Wake up.
that works. Yeah. So I was hanging out a lot in Munich, and we'd go to the beer gardens and have lunch and whatever. And so that was my first exposure to what a Radler was, and you know, my buddy was like, "Oh yeah, if you just you're like coming here after for your lunch break or something, just get a couple Radlers, you're good to go." And so then I went back to the United States and was hanging out with my friends, and I remember specifically it was the 4th of July. We were on our rooftop. We were going to watch the fireworks on my roof.
Okay.
And it was very hot. And I bought a bunch of 6-packs of beer and a bunch of lemonade, and mixed it together, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is brilliant! This is so good! This is so good! This is so good!" And then so when the Radler was available here, I was like, "This is perfect for Key West." I mean,
It is
like,
totally
that's
perfect.
yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a perfect drink to
yeah.
hang around at the afternoon, at the
Yeah.
daytime. Yeah,
And the thing is, like I say, you could drink 5 of them and everything's good.
that's right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. You feel refreshed. Everything's good. Everyone is having a good time. And
I'll also say this: I like the other two more than I like the Radler.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
I do too.
Oh, I
That's my
love
life
the
now.
boat. I love the,
No,
yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Here at
Yeah,
the Cork
the
and
Gold Brown
Stogie,
and
there's a
Pils.
market for all three.
Yeah.
The Pilsner, the Radler, and the Goldbrow. Everybody's sitting here. I don't know about Danny. I don't know. I think it's the Goldbrow Lager that wins.
Right,
but on
right.
certain nights, it's that
Totally.
Pilsner that's there.
Sometimes,
and Leslie loves the Radler.
Okay.
So does Laura. Laura
Yeah,
loves the
we have
Radler.
some customer base here that are religious drinkers of the Radler, but we also have my buddies. They like a lot of the military folks here in town. They go for the Goldbrow.
The
Okay.
Goldbrow Lager. Yeah.
Myself, I've had, I really support the Radler, but I've only had it once or twice.
Okay.
The other times, I've always had the
The gold fry.
gold.
Yeah, so keep on it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
drinking the
It's
pills
good.
tonight.
I think actually the last time I had a Radler was the last time Roger, who is
The local rap.
for Steigl.
He's our
He came
Steigl
into-
contact.
He surprised us, came into town, and was like, "All right, I'm going to buy a bunch of Steigl stuff for you guys." And we were like, "Okay, cool." But at the time, we were kind of a little low on Steigl. So he was buying a bunch of Radlers for us all, and it was because it was like what we had left.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I gotta tell you, I'm like 50-some years old, maybe 56 or somewhere around
I think
there.
you're like 49 and a half.
Somewhere in there. And until Roger showed up on my doorstep, I did not know what a Radler was.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
did not know. And I absolutely,
was it?
well, a couple years ago when Roger
It was a
showed
year
up.
ago.
I never heard of
Yeah.
such a thing. But
And
until I came here.
Yeah, usually it's called shandy.
Shandy.
Yeah, shanty.
Yeah.
When England had a shanty, but this is much better than a shanty. Oh,
Okay, yeah, thank
oh
you.
yeah. And we've had a couple, and it was my fault that I didn't order enough Radler, Steigl Radler in. So in a knee-jerk reaction, I ordered some other brands.
Okay.
And people came in and said, "Hey, that's not a Steigl
Give me
Radler."
this stuff.
So don't try to pawn anything else off as a Steigl Radler because it's not the same.
That's good. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah.
Wunderbar.
Now, Michael,
Okay.
you've only been with Steigl for a few months.
Yeah, I'm the rookie. I'm the
Okay.
rookie. I started working in June
And we're expecting a lot of
2015.
things from you. But
Yeah.
what's your background before that?
I was working for one small company. It's called Coca-Cola.
It's a small company, yeah.
A small one.
I think I've heard of them.
I think I've heard of them.
Did you? That's good. Perfect.
They're out of.
They're kind of
Really?
a
No way.
yeah.
the
th-
sweet dark lemonade.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no.
They're an
yeah.
up and coming company here in the United
Yeah, I
States.
think
by
they're
the way.
out of that small town in Georgia.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Anyway,
you know, okay. So I
But,
was
um,
working there for 7 years in Austria.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to, completely unrelated to anything else that we're talking about. In Germany and in Austria, everything is called a lemonade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Excuse me, Mark. Everything's
doesn't matter
called
if
what?
everything's called lemonade.
No.
Any soft
Whether it
drink.
has lemon
always
or not.
lemonade.
All right.
Tonight was just a beautiful night. I mean, we had representatives, two representatives, and two very high representatives within the Steigl beer company in Salzburg, Austria. We had Robert and we had Michael. Robert, who's what we would call a CEO, and we had Michael, who is the international distributor.
Export.
Export.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah,
The director of export.
the director of export outside of Austria, and it's just been phenomenal. I mean, and on top of that, we've been drinking Steigl Boy,
A very fine beer.
since we started. I had the gold. Mark has the gold.
I had the pills.
Danny had the pills.
Dave's also drinking the
Dave's
gold.
got the gold, and I don't think anybody had the Rattler, but in this crew here.
Nothing
But there
against
were
the
other
Rattler.
people who were here because tonight the bar is live, and other people here have had the Rattler. So it's fantastic, and we hope that you're going to bring us some more beer.
Yeah, we will for sure.
Yeah, we're happy
course.
about whatever beer you
Fantastic.
bring us.
So help us and
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we'll do
Keep
whatever
calm
we
and
can
drink
to help
Steigl.
you because
keep
because-
calm and drink
because
Steigl.
your beer is fantastic.
Yeah.
thank
We
you.
love it.
Thank you for having us here.
Oh,
Thank you.
you're always welcome. The door is always
Thanks.
open for you.
And I also heard Robert was saying if you're near to Salzburg, just let us know.
Yeah,
Ah,
cool.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you.
Come and
Thank
see
you. It's
the
awfully kind of you.
brewery.
Thank you
it's
so
awfully
much.
kind of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, thank you for listening to Key West Beer Tales.
The sum of all beers.
Brought to you by the Cork and Stogie.
1218 Duval Street.
In sunny Key West.
That's why,
That's why we all live here.
Blah, blah, blah.
Prost.
Thank you very much
That
to
was
the
too much-
Steigl,
that was
to
too
the
much,
Steigl Company.
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys from Steigl for coming down.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was a great show. I think
They were fantastic.
Really, really good. Very informative. We got some real good feedback from them, and I learned some stuff. I don't know if
We all
anybody-
did. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
yep.
Totally.
And a great group of guys. Really fun drinking with them tonight.
Totally.
So thank you for listening to Key West Beer Tales.
The sum of all beers.
Brought to you by the Cork and Stogie.
Here in sunny Key West, Florida.
1218 Duval Street.
That's why we live here.
That's right. So what do you think, Dave?
I'm hungry. Let's go get something to drink.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Key West Beer Tales, the sum of all beers, sponsored by the Cork and Stogie, 1218 Duval Street in sunny Key West, Florida. Follow our page on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at the KWBT. We are also on Instagram at Untapped. Listen to our previous shows on Spreaker.com, and please email your comments to keywestbeertales@gmail.com. Cheers and beers.